everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a new Patrones magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Patrones 475, and as you can see here on the cover, this issue is all about party wear. So, as a reminder, please consider subscribing to the channel and give thumbs up to the video. Very important, and I always love to read your comments. I'm using again the digital version of Patrones, which you can find the Patrones app. You can find it in the app store, in your app store, and you can buy single issues. I think they're about €4, $5 something, or you can take a subscription and it will be I don't know if it's cheaper, but anyway, the price is the same that you pay for a paper version. There are no SIM allowance included. The patterns, the PDF patterns that you are going to download, they are all stacked onto each other, so you have to do some tracing. And every pattern is printed on 9 pieces of 9 sheets of A4 paper, so you have to tape them together and then trace your patterns, add your seam allowances, and make a test garment. I have a video here on the channel. I'll put a link where you can see how all that printing is working. Again, there are only 9 pages. So let's take a look what we have this month. So we have, of course, party patterns. Oops, I'm in my sewing room here. Okay, we have party dresses and outfits. So let's see if there is also something else. Okay, here, of course, about the cover here, we have a one-shoulder dress, sequin dress, very fancy. And I will tell you that I really love this red one. This one is spectacular. And the red one is also the model, the pattern of the month. It looks really gorgeous. And we can see here a little bit of an overview. We have some really nice rich colors, some velvet, and also for the little kids, they are all, this is screaming Christmas, everything. We have some black dresses. What do we have more? And we have some crazy stuff going on here. We'll see it in a moment. So let's go on. So this is the pattern of the month. It's this really gorgeous satin dress. I will tell you from the beginning that in the magazine they say that you need about 5.6 meters of fabric for this. And I bet it's because of this really huge skirt that you have here. The bodice is really gorgeous. We can take a look at the technical drawing here a little bit better. So as you can see, the sleeves, they are cut on. You can see here there is no armhole, so it will be somewhere here. So you need to keep in mind that the sleeves are cut on, and you have this really long princess seams going on here from the shoulder down. There is a waist seam, and as you can see also there are really long or wide cuffs with an invisible zipper, I bet, is there to be able to, to put your dress on and off. But this is just gorgeous. In the front here we have also an invisible zipper. It's just beautiful. I don't know if it's the pattern that's so beautiful or it's in combination with this really striking satin. Again, I will highly recommend a test garment for this. And it's really crazy to say make a test garment from 6 meters of fabric to see if it fits, but I'll definitely make it, of course, for the upper part of the dress and maybe till here, or even only for the body. But as you can see here, it will be a little bit tricky. You have to think up front. Let's take my pen away so I can zoom in. Because you have this princess seams here. Of course, this front piece, this is going to be in one long piece. So for your test garment, I highly recommend, or this is what I would do. Let's see, my pen doesn't want to work all the time. I will just cut it here at the waist, and that will give me, of course, the fit over the bust, and you think about where the waist is coming and the sleeves and all that, and the neckline. So the test garment wouldn't be necessary to be made out of the, complete 6 meters of fabric. That is what I would do. All right, let's go on. More party looks we have here on the right. We have this, it's a stretch velvet dress, and we can bring it a little bit closer so we can take a look. It's one of those dresses that don't really know what they want. Do they want to be on one shoulder, or, and I do think that this one is one that wants to be on one shoulder. There is an invisible zipper here at the back, as you can see. Here is the zipper going on. Yeah, I don't know. I never had a dress like this, and I think I bet I would try to put it the whole time on one shoulder or the other one. I don't know. It's a pretty dress. On the front here, you can see there is a seam going on, and that one is top stitched. We can see it a little bit here, definitely. Yeah. Also, again, make a test garment to see how the bust is fitting there. As you can see here, a little bit of the bust is coming, of course, onto this dropped sleeve here. So here is the bust. So you really have to make a test garment to see how the fit is there. But you know, stretch velvet can be forgiven with forgiving with the fit. So to go with this dress, they give us a really simple coat, which is actually quite okay. Of course, this would be also nice with, you know, on a dress like this, is nice to have it in a solid color, but it will work also nicely with the, you know, as an not a coat to go with this kind of dresses, but an apart coat to have it with a really nice fabric, you know, to show the fabric of this is a really nice simple coat. So we go on with the dresses, and with the tunic, they call it here. It's something like an overcoat. This one is made, we have this one here. It's made in a tulle with sequins, and it's let's see, is also aligned with some tulle, with mesh actually. And I think there is some, as you can see here, some binding going on around the edges, which is nice, you know, to deal with that, with the sequins around the cut edges. Very nice. The fabric is just gorgeous here. I mean, there's nothing to say about it. You know, the fabric is the star in this. Then we have this little dress here, little black dress with a very wide neckline. Of course, it's looking really nice and elegant here with this girl that she has a small cup, but I wonder with with a bigger cup, you definitely need to see how that works. Here on the back of the dress is getting, you see how the back is working here. Also, this it will require a little bit of fitting. If you see that you have here, like our here is not really sitting very nicely against the back, but you can always, in your test garment, make some little pinches here, so you take out things like small darts, and then to have the these straps really shaped on your body to have really very nice fit on the back. All right, and this one is also, this one is made in the dress is made in a silk, very fancy. All right, we go on with the party looks, and we have a really pretty fur coat, and the fur coats are everywhere this season. Um, of course, in a fur coat, you need a really simple pattern with almost no seams. You have it here also, pattern number 6. You see it is very, very simple. Is also lined, also very nice. So it will make a really fancy coat. Um, of course, in a coat like this, the most work will be cutting the fabric, which you really need to cut from the with the face down, let's say with the hair down, and then you cut only on that base layer and not on the hairs. It's really fun actually to make a fur coat. The jumpsuit that we see here underneath is also kind of cool. It's made in pleated polyester, and I think this is just a, you know, one of those fabrics that you can find everywhere, I suppose. It's nice. You have to think that you cannot really wear bra if you're going to make it like this. I think it will always be possible. Let's see, where is my pen? Just to stitch it up a little bit and have it open only here on the upper side in order to be able to wear some undergarments. For the rest, it's nice. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's go on. Ooh, what is going on here? All right. This is a blouse. They call it a blouse. Let's take a look at the technical drawing here. Um, I think it's just a really wide dropped shoulder kimono style blouse with some sequins going on here on the cuffs and on the collar. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot say a lot about it. It's made in organza, and of course, it's a very delicate thing. I will say that, yeah, yeah, the fabric again, the fabric is a star here. And talking about the fabric is the star here, we have also these pants, which are really, really, really long on her. I don't know if the pattern is also so long. Um, in the technical drawing, the pattern looks quite okay, but if I'm seeing the photo, the model, I think they are extremely long. So check your length on these ones. I would definitely break my neck if I was to wear this. All right, let's go on. Ooh, oh yes. This looks to me like something that I've seen before, not necessarily in Patrones, but this is like, wow, man. It's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's look a little bit closer to this. So this one is made in, this dress is made in faux leather. And as you can see there, where there is a lot of volume here on the upper side, here, it's a lot going on, like a lot. I don't know what to say about this. I do like the under part, with the high waist and stuff. But man, this is not my dress. I don't know what to say about this. It's really a lot of fabric here. Yeah. Okay, I'll go away from that one. Well, we go away from that one and we are coming to this red one here. You know, this is also a party dress, they call it. It's a one shoulder dress, and I was thinking when I have seen first the one on the right, I was thinking, well, if you want, you can definitely make it as a, of course you can definitely make that to make it really without both sleeves, it will look much nicer. But like this is like they are trying to do a lot of stuff. You can see it here on the back also. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. Even my daughter found it a little bit crazy what is going on there. Um, to go with this coat, they have this blazer here, which I don't think is really fitted. But let's see what is going on here. Um, this blazer would be nice, but not on a dress like this, and maybe with a more fancier fabric. I don't know. Looks. I don't know. I don't like it. Okay, let's go on. Ooh, this is the cover dress, and this one is really nice, especially on this thin girl. Is looking really, really nice. Um, I think it's. Let's see. What is it? They don't say that is. I don't. They. It is to me. This look like little sequins, but I don't know if they are really sequins. I don't know, but I think the fit is really beautiful. I really like those little straps there over the shoulder. As you can see here, there are some princess seams going on, and with that really deep slit on the leg, it's just beautiful. I like this one, and I think she has here on the shoulder the coat from earlier. Another dress, a very very body fitted dress. This one is made in silk jersey. It's really, really fitted. We can see here that they look to me like pleats, although in the technical drawing, I don't know what is going on in the technical drawing. I don't know if they are gathered pleats or nothing. But here on her, we can definitely see that there are some pleats going on the side. It has a waterfall neckline, which is really, really deep. That would be very dangerous. I would advise to make a test garment for this to see how dangerous it is. But with this dress, which is kind of okay, that we do get a really, really pretty coat. This coat is really gorgeous. I don't really like the double-breasted closure there, but for the rest, there are some beautiful lines in it. So the coat is really pretty. All right, we go on with the dresses, and this time we have another velvet one off the shoulder. Well, in this case, it's not very spectacular. There is also a little slit going on there. This one looks like, wow, whatever, a little bit cheap to me. But from the dress, from the cheap looking dress, we go to this really pretty jacket. This one is really cool. As you can see, it's pretty simple actually. It has this, let's see, it has only these two seams here, which are going to create a little bit of shaping. And then you have this really nice white belt with really nice white uh, belt loops. This is gorgeous, and in combination with this fabric, this is just beautiful. As you can see, there is not a lot of detail in the coat, but using a gorgeous fabric like this is everything. All right, we go on with another coat, another really simple coat here. This one is made, I think, in an boucle wool something, or in a very short hair fur. Again, we have the other one. At least this one has, I don't know if the other one has a color. I think it does. So I don't know why they put very, very similar patterns in the same issue. But anyway, you have it here. And then we have this really pretty skirt, very a long skirt made also in velvet. I would love to have a long skirt like this, maybe in a wool, and then definitely with a little bit of lining going on underneath. Here we have a designer jacket and little skirt. The jacket is really pretty. Of course, it's a boucle knit. It will be important to have a really nice fabric in this. Very pretty, not a lot of details, but again, in a fabric like this, you don't need a lot. What do we get here? Here we have another coat, this time one made with, this one has some raglan sleeves. This one is nice. And here is also something with just a few lines. Why? Because in this case, they also made it in a faux leather. So, it's nice. Or, yeah, that might be a reason why you'd like to have not so much seams. But of course, you could have a lot of seams and do a lot of top stitching on it. Underneath is hiding a really pretty dress actually, which is made in a printed silk with a pretty wide waistband. As you can see, an interesting neckline actually. It's really pity that we cannot see the dress, but you'll have to imagine it. I think one of my favorites from this issue must be this little jacket here. This is really cool. I love it. I love the fabric. I love the seams and the shape of the jacket, as you can see here. It's really, really cool. The only thing is, of course, as I said many, many times, and I did make some coats from Patrones in the past, which I wore a lot, but I remember that I did have to do quite a few adjustments, and but the shape and the, how should I say, the style, the designs, they are really, really nice, and this one is just beautiful. I love it. This one is really great with some nice shoulder pads to keep your shoulders really nice in place, not crazy high, but with a nice shaped sleeve head. Oh, and I think I have here on my channel the way, the method that I'm using from Kennedy King to make the sleeve heads for coats. I'll have to look for the link here. This will be really beautiful. Yes, I love this coat jacket. And a little bit in the same, also this one is really pretty. I love the shape of this little jacket. And here you have also this little pants, also really nice. Perfect for corduroy. I have something with corduroy. I did bought a few pieces this month, and I'm looking for patterns. But to be honest, I think I'm going to keep them for some patterns from Designer Stitch, because those ones are fitting me always, and they're really, I don't need to do a lot of fitting work with them. But this is nice. Oh, I love the color and the magenta lining on the blazer. It's really pretty. Then we go to some little black dresses, and well, this on the left one is not really little, but it's a black dress. This one is made in a crepe, and I really love what is going on here on the bust. It's very, very pretty. Um, is off the shoulder, and I wonder if there is any support underneath there for the cups, if there is any cup going on there. From I'm sorry, from what I can see here, I see this is not really what we get in the pattern. We see here that it's just a simple skirt, although in the magazine, in the picture from the catwalk, I suppose, you can see that there's something going on here with this skirt. So yeah, you can see that this definitely is not just a simple skirt. To be honest, I'll almost say that this looks like a pair of pants. You know, I'll have to do a reverse search on this one to see if there is, if it's really a dress, or if it's actually maybe it's just a jumpsuit that we can see it here as a dress. Let me try a really fast. Well, it does look like a dress. And then we are going to talk about the dress on the, let's see, on the dress here on the right. On this dress they have on their on YouTube they have a tutorial, and I know it's a big channel, the girl that is doing the lady that is doing the tutorials for Patrones. But to be honest, I don't think she's watching my channel, but I would really love her to show also the final project. Maybe she's showing it somewhere else, but I cannot, I see that only in the little picture that is on the thumbnail, but she's not really showing the final project, and I find that such a pity. I really want to see how it's looking there, what she just made. Yeah, I don't know what I'm seeing here on the internet. I do see that looks like a really like a dress, and I don't see this line that I'm seeing it here in the magazine. So yeah, I think it's something from 2020, an old from the catwalk. So anyway, you know what I'm always saying, make a test garment. What do we have here? This dress has actually some really pretty lines, and maybe I'll even skip those shoulder pieces because the dress itself has, you can see here, some extra seams going on. It's a princess seam and then some extra darts. It's really pretty, and again, I wish she would show us the final garment and the fit and everything. But you get only the tutorial to make the dress. All right, next we have a really simple dress here, and with this one I'm again very confused, because if you are watching the technical drawing here, you can definitely see that there is, I really like what is going on there with the neckline, as you can see here, but we can definitely see that there are slits on the sides, and there is this slit in the front, which it has also with what is called, you know, it's not just a simple slit, is bounded. But from what I can see here, I cannot see that. Where is that? I don't see that in the middle, and it's definitely not there. You can see that it has on the left and right, it's definitely open, the dress, but on the front there is definitely no slit there. So I don't get it. I'm a little bit lost. Here on the right we have another really pretty dress. This one I really like. Of course, I don't think I'll ever wear a dress that it has such a opening in the front, but that will be easily to be adjusted. Maybe you can add an extra panel there, or just modify that front piece to have a center front seam. But you know, if you're fancy and you want to, you know, I mean, this would not work with somebody with a big bust, right? Anyway, let's go on. Oh, are we going to the plus size patterns? I think yes. So what do we get here? Here we get a really, it's a pretty blouse actually. Oh, I really hate that stone. But you know, just put another buckle or just make a knot will be also nice. And this one is made in a really, thin cotton. Looks a little bit messy in combination with everything what is going on there. You have a pair of pants, which they are really boring and simple, and a little jacket here. Let's see. Well, she's wearing the jacket on her shoulders. Here it's looking very messy. Who's making these pictures? Ooh, I need to be a little positive. This ones again, I think the pants are nice on this one, and you get a vest, and we have seen vests everywhere. I've seen yesterday, the day before, I know there is a new vest. I don't even remember the name. We have a vest, an indie sewing pattern company came with a vest, and if you know about the vest that I'm talking about, they made their, I think there are 4 welt pockets, and I was thinking, you know, if you want to, if you don't want to go to the trouble to make the the welt pockets, I think you should just not do it, because a welt pocket, and I did try that. I bet on that vest the welt pocket is just a piece of fabric, well, that is doubled. They stitch it on the vest, so this will be the vest. They stitch it face down on the vest, and then they flip it up. Yeah, so you have here the seam allowance. They flip this piece, they flip it up, and then they are top stitching the sides here. That will always look like an afterthought, that you just put there some fabric. I think if you don't want to bother to make the complete pocket, you definitely have to, the best idea is or to just skip the pocket, or, you know, make the faux pocket with where you cut the fabric and you push the corners and you make it nice, and you just don't add the pocket bags, but just a piece of fabric stitch on it. I think it's destroying a lot of work that you are doing on your vest, so don't do that. But yeah, you have it here in sizes from 50, 54 and 58. And if you are between sizes, you know, Patrones, how it's working, you just have to trace in between the sizes. And that's it. We have only a few kids patterns, and I was talking last month about a coat, and I did make some other patterns for Lisa. I just need to find the pictures. I tried to find the pictures of the coat that I made for her, which is really sweet. I don't have the coat anymore, but I cannot find them also on my blog notes. I'll have to search a little bit deeper on a hard disk or somewhere to find the pictures. I definitely have them. Oh boys, these are really sweet garments, and for kids, man, this really nice. You know, it's not always a lot of fitting work, you know, because they are kids, but look, this is just so really pretty. All the gathers and the tulle here, and the mesh and everything, and the really pretty green stretchy, what is this, velvet, very nice. So this is it. These are all the patterns for this month. Well, I would say if I was to choose something for this month, I will definitely choose this coat. Ooh, this is really pretty. This dress is just gorgeous. I'll have to figure it out how to use a little bit less fabric, because it's 6 meters of fabric. It's a lot, man. But for the rest, this is really nice. If I was to be 20 years younger and have to go to a party, I'll make that dress. And for the rest, yeah, it's I don't know. It's okay. It's okay for inspiration. It's okay. And the crazy pattern of the month, it will be definitely dress number 10. Ooh, that's a lot there going on. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll join me again for a flip through, and all the other peoples that are still here for sewing videos. I do have a lot of stuff to share, and I promise to come with those videos also more often than now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye.